Konnichiwa and welcome to episode 37 of the Leadership Japan podcast. And I am your host in Tokyo, Dr. Greg Story, president of Dale Carnegie Training Japan. And much more importantly, you are a student of leadership, highly motivated to be the best in your business field. If you'd like your own access to 102 years of the accumulated wisdom of Dale Carnegie Training through free white papers, guidebooks, reports, training videos, blogs, course information, plus much more, then go to japan.dalecarnegie.com. Today's topic is stressed out in Japan. If you live in Japan, you live in Tokyo, have you ever stood on a train platform wondering why trains are sometimes delayed? With around 3 suicides an hour in Japan, it is a tragedy that so many are ending it all on the tracks. Depression and stress are two big drivers of both suicide and work-related psychological disturbances. The emotional cost to families are tremendous, and things do not seem to be improving. Various groups have even calculated the financial cost. In 2009, the economic loss from depression was calculated at over $30 billion US, according to a Japan Health Ministry study. That study also noted that 84% of companies, 84%, reported mental health problems were affecting their business's performance. That is a big part of the Japanese economy. What can we do to prevent depression worsening in our own organizations? There is an obvious linkage between the hours of overtime worked and stress accumulation. So try a reversal of cultural proclivity on the part of our staff to working long hours would be a good starting point. Parkinson's law states that work expands to fill the time. Okay? That sounds right at home here in Japan, doesn't it? As serious hours of low productivity keep the office tower lights burning late into the night here. Send them home. Many times you can walk through offices in Japan late at night, and if you actually observe what people are doing, they're just hanging around, waiting for the boss to leave so they can go home. This is not a productive use of time and just exhausts people. Another issue is noted by Yasuji Imai from the Mental Health Research Institute here in Japan. Counterintuitively, higher levels of individual as opposed to group responsibility is causing depression amongst those Japanese managers in their 30s. Why is that? Flat organizational structures and asking everyone to do more, faster, better, and with less is stressing the younger managers. Of course, training younger managers to lead and manage is fine, but what about training them to deal with this stress before it escalates into depression and worse? We haven't advanced much in the last 100 years, really, have we? If you think back then, if we had low levels of stress, well, we just persevered. If we became highly stressed, then when we become so ill, we'd be probably put in a straitjacket and sent off to an institution. There was basically nothing available between these two extremes. Today, we put up with low levels of stress, we suck it up, as we say, and we persevere. And if we become highly stressed, well, we reach for the pharmaceuticals, we reach for the antidepressants, we reach for the drugs. And there's still not much available between the two extremes. Here are 7 principles of self-managing stress before it escalates into something much more dark and severe. Firstly, decide just how much anxiety a thing may be worth and refuse to give it more. There are things that make us anxious, and we should worry. However, we can limit the damage. Normally, we just keep worrying, and it grows and grows and grows. Instead, we can decide to place a clear limit on worrying about something and then decide to move on. Use the law of averages to outlaw your worries. A good proportion of things we worry about are in the future and probably won't happen. For example, if you're worried your child was going to fail university and never graduate, data would tell you that only a limited percentage of students fall into this category. So the chances of this actually happening are statistically small. So don't get stressed about it. Expect ingratitude. If we expect that our colleagues or our staff will notice our hard work, loyalty and dedication and will appreciate us, we are setting ourselves up for a sad, sad outcome. Instead of stressing yourself with feeling upset about the unfairness of it all, make your starting point the fact that no one could care less about you. They usually have enough of their own problems without being interested in what is happening in your life. So if someone does actually uncharacteristically make mention of your efforts, treat it as a bonus, not an expectation. Count your blessings, not your troubles. We are a greedy bunch. We are constantly looking for the next bauble, title, indulgence, or whatever. We easily forget what we have already. A quick audit of all the good things we have right now here in Japan and a simple comparison with most of the rest of the planet soon reinforces how lucky we are. Introduce some perspective to the things troubling you and life immediately looks different and probably looks a lot better. Rest before you're tired. Sounds simple, doesn't it? And we can all do it, but we don't. Go for a walk after lunch. Stop looking at your screen and go outside for a break. Don't bring work home with you, even if you don't think you can avoid it. See if you can avoid it. Get up off your chair often during the day. Go and get a drink of water. Rehydrate yourself. Remember Parkinson's law. Work expands to fill the time, so manage time well. Work hard, be efficient, be effective, and leave the workplace at a reasonable hour. We need to differentiate between dedication and effectiveness. Taking a break might be the most effective use of your time, as it gives you the mental refreshment to come back and operate at a much higher level. Don't worry about the past. Oh, many of us are trapped in the past. We mentally rerun like a movie replay an indignity, incident, argument, or recent unpleasant experience. We bring it back in full colour again and again and reignite our unhappiness or fire up our anger. Oh, our blood boils. We allow the past to injure today and steal our energy from tomorrow. Maybe we can't completely eliminate doing this, but at least we can limit how much time we give to it. And finally, remind yourself of the exorbitant price you can pay for worry in terms of your health. In this century, we have very good information and data, and we know a lot about psychosomatic illnesses. Don't become a statistic. I recommend you read Dale Carnegie's classic, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. It might save your life. Thank you for joining the Leadership Japan podcast. Remember to access your Dale Carnegie training free white papers, guidebooks, training videos, blogs, course information, plus much more, then go to japan.dalecarnegie.com.